Hi, it's Jochen, the online agent, and welcome to the next section where we're going to discuss ad variations, also known as A/B tests. Those we're going to use if you're not too sure, maybe which image to use or which audience to use, and simply test out which of these two perform better than the other one, so that we can focus on this one that performs better and discard the other one that doesn't. What we do is we create a new campaign. So as before, we can use either traffic campaign for your initial marketing or lead generation for your initial marketing or for remarketing purposes. So I will focus on lead generation. Then remember to always switch on your campaign budget optimization. So Facebook will help you to focus on the one that performs better. So our budget is 200. And then your different variables, you can tell Facebook you want to create an A/B test, and don't make it an ABC test. Do not, even though Facebook allows you, do not test more than one variable. Let's say you want to test different audiences and different creatives, image or videos. But if you create 3 of them, and then you don't know why one is performing better than the other. Was it the creative or the audience? If you want to do that, you can do that, but then use 2 separate campaigns. One campaign, you test different audiences, another campaign, different creatives. And then you can also thereafter make one new campaign with the best audience and the best creative. But don't do it all at once, right? No ABC test, only A/B. Yeah, switch it on here. And now Facebook asks you, what do you want to test? Now in this case, I want to test different creatives, see which image people or video people respond to the best. Of course, now we're doing an A/B test, a split variation. Facebook had automatically given the 2 different ads here that we have to populate. Our variable, as said, is the creative, which means everything else is the same. I can now reuse my existing audience for the landmark that I had saved in the previous section. People who live nearby, excluding property agents who have these interests. If you haven't watched this last time, then please do watch it, how to generate such audiences. Let's say I leave automatic placements for now. This one is optional, the cost control. You can tell Facebook how much you want to pay per lead, but then again, if you do that, you might miss out unless you're quite experienced and kind of know how much you want to pay. Then Facebook asks you, of course, how long you want to run your ad. The maximum for A/B test is 1 month. Then Facebook's going to ask you about your budget and the duration. So my daily budget is, say, 20. I want to run it for 7 days. Estimated testing power means how well they can differentiate these 2 variables. That largely depends on the budget, because if your budget is too little, then the test might not be very effective. And you have the option that if there's a clear winner, that Facebook ends the test early, declares a winner, if it's like reasonably sure about it, and don't waste your money for the other one anymore. I'm going to test 2 different images here, one of the property itself and one with a family of this property in the background, but more the family in the foreground. So I say property view. Let's give it some description. Obviously, this is internal view. Nobody else can see that. You can upload image. I'm going to choose this picture here, else you can just upload from your computer with this button here. Yeah, again, like before, it shows you the preview. You can write your text, which is pretty much the same. Principles applies, engaging, informative, people wanting it, call to action. Then in the previous section, so I'm not going to repeat all of this. You can write a bit more text, but because this is just to teach you how to do an A/B test, I don't want to spend so much time on writing. Headline, now, to make it a bit more exclusive, and it's true. Sign up in this case, okay. If I send it to a website or lead form to get an e-brochure, then I always would learn more, because it's a little bit less intrusive than sign up. Sign up sounds like a commitment already. Then our website address, here. Now, what we're testing here, remember, is the creative. So for the second ad, the text will be exactly the same. The audience will be exactly the same. The only difference will be creative. So as always, remember that we need to use our Facebook pixel for tracking purposes. So I'm gonna choose the correct one here for the landmark and continue to add B. So for add B, I will use a different image. So I can clear these here and add media, which this time now I'm gonna upload a new one. This is the family with the landmark view in the background. Continue. You see that the text is the same because that's not what we want to test. We want to test the copy, then we test the copy, but we have the same image. Pixel already activated, and then we confirm to send the ad to Facebook for review. After some time, once they have approved it, it will start running, and then they will tell you the results whether ad A or ad B performs better, and then you can decide which image to go with going forward. But useful, and especially if you're not sure on which creative to use, which audience to use, especially if you're maybe quite new in this, that's the time when you want to try out these different ad variations. Hope this was useful for you, and I'll see you in the next section.